Hi everybody, welcome back to the HardReset.Info channel. Today I'm going to tell you where can you find and adjust the display settings in your Samsung Galaxy S25 FE. So at first open settings and here scroll down to the display. These are the display settings. And what we can find here. Here we do have mode, dark mode of our phone or light mode. Here you can tap dark mode settings and turn on our dark mode as scheduled. We can schedule it from sunset to sunrise, custom schedule, and here we can select hours, start and done. Here now to disable this schedule, just don't select this turn on scheduled. Here as you can see we have screen brightness. Here we have adaptive brightness, which is the option that automatically adjusts our brightness to our environment with the sensor that is over here. And we can disable and enable that. Here, below these options we have motion smoothness, and if we tap that we can adjust the screen refresh rate. Here as you can see we have adaptive because this phone has LTPO, which can go from 60 Hz to the 120 Hz. And here they have standard, which we do have only 60 Hz screen. To apply, just tap this button over here. Here as you can see we have eye comfort shield. We can tap that, enable this option. This is the low blue light mode, and here they have adaptive. And automatically adjust your screen's colors based on the time of day. You'll see minor adjustments during the day and significantly warmer colors at night. Here they have adaptive or custom, and we can set schedule always on, standardize or custom, so as previously. Here they have color temperature like that. Here if you scroll a little bit down we do have screen mode, which are just the screen colors, natural or vivid. Here they have white balance, more for warm, more for cold, and here we can tap advanced settings. Here we can adjust the white balance for RGB, so red, green and blue, to the left and right, and vividness to the maximum or to the minimum. Here if we go further we can see font size and style. Here if we tap font style we can see that we can change just the font with using just a simple tap. I will prefer default one. Here you can enable the boldness of the font, and with this slider at the bottom of the screen we can adjust the font size. Let me leave as it is now. Here we have screen zoom. If we tap that we can increase the screen zoom, and I do recommend to have the screen zoom for the elderly or for people who just have the eyesight problems. Here they have camera cutout, which is completely useless for me because here as I can see we have show camera cutout or hide camera cutout. In games it automatically hides, in some programs like TikTok it's shown, so I do prefer to set it always to auto, but using the simple tap you can adjust these things. Here if you scroll further we have screen timeout, and if we tap that, here as I can see we have screen timeout, so after what amount of time our screen will just go off. The more screen timeout is, the more battery will drain. Apart from that, here they have keep screen on while viewing, and it works using this camera over here. It just view your face, and if you're using the phone and you're viewing your phone, the screen will stay on even though you have set, for example, on 15 seconds and you're not touching your phone. Here as I can see we do have easy mode. Easy mode makes text and screen items appear larger. It also increases touch and hold delay to prevent accidental action and provides a high contrast keyboard for better readability. Is as you can see like that, and here you can adjust it: touch and hold delay, long, short, medium, custom. We can set that using just a hold of our finger. Discard, go back, and here as you can see we have high contrast keyboard, and we can adjust the high contrast keyboard in our phone, or just completely disable this option in a moment here with this slider. I will disable easy mode because it's not good for me. And here as a class we have edge panels. We can disable edge panel or enable edge panel, which is nothing but this. I don't really think that it's useful, but it's up to you. Here they have navigation bar, and if we tap navigation bar, we can change the navigation of our Android, of our phone actually, which is Android. Here they have swipe gestures, so to go back we have to go from the edge of the screen to middle. To exit the app we have to just pull from the down to up, and to view all applications from down to top while holding our finger. The buttons is the same as you might used in previous times, and apart from that here they have more options, and we can adjust the gesture sensitivity over here. So enable circle to search, and to enable circle to search we have to just hold this, and as you can see, circle something. It's just like that. We can easily enable or disable this option. And here if you scroll further, we do have accidental touch protection. So if the phone is in a dark place and the light sensor in the camera detects it, the accidental touch protection will be enabled, and you won't call somebody, for example, if your phone is in your pocket. We can leave it enabled. I do prefer to have it enabled. Here they have, as you can see, touch sensitivity, which increases the touch sensitivity of the screen for use with screen protectors. I don't really recommend to use this function actually, because with the screen protectors, screen works the same. Of course, if you have some issues, turn this on. And here, as you can see, they have slow charging information, show battery level and estimated time until full when always on display is off or not shown. We can enable or disable this option using just a simple tap. And as final, eventually we have screensaver. If we tap that, we can enable the screensaver for our phone when it's charging. We can set the colors, device control, photo frame, photo table, photos. For example, let me set it to colors and preview. It will look like this. Here, if we select photo frame, if we tap this gear icon, allow all, we can select every single photo that we want to have in our photo frame. Here we have photo table, and it's the same actually. And here we have photos, and it's the same but with Google Photos. Here they have a couple more options. So for example, only use Wi-Fi for data, photos filled screen, animated zoom effect, we can check that and discheck that. And here Google accounts, albums on device, camera and download. And we can preview, for example, Google Photos, but I don't know if we have anything in Photos right now. So maybe photo frame. This is the screenshot from yesterday. So yes, that's how it works. And I do prefer selecting none actually, because it's useless. It was better for non-AMOLED screens. And that's it for this video. If you found this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel and leave a like on this video. It's very important to us to have your feedback. And if you have some drawbacks to my video, or if you have some questions, ask them, tell me them in the comments below. And as I said, that's it. I would hope see you, and goodbye.